Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about the microculture of fishing. Fishing to me is more than casting a line into the water. It's a timeless tradition that blends patience, skill, and community, creating a culture of its own beneath the surface of everyday society. Firstly, fishing as a microculture. It is considered to be a hobby or a sport today compared to it being a necessity or an essential of everyone's everyday life in human history and even some modern day cultures. There are many different types of fishing: deep sea, spear, freshwater, fly fishing, etc., etc. And not everyone knows how to fish, and it's definitely not the main means of getting food, making it fall under the classification of a microculture. And it is friendly to people of all ages. So, although people of all ages can fish, not everyone does fish. So, it falls under the classification of a microculture because of that. It's not the major it's not the majority of people in society. But it is still well known. Don't forget that a lot of countries still use fish. Next, the beliefs of fishermen are fish are precious animals. Even though the hooks do go in the mouth of the fish, 99.9% of the time, the angler themselves is respecting the fish and will only kill the fish if they intend to eat it. There are superstitions. There's no talking because it'll scare the fish away. No bananas in the boat because it'll bring bad luck. Always going to have that one lure that never fails you and will always catch a fish every time you go out. Even though that's definitely not true, there's going to be times where you don't catch anything. It happens to everyone. Another thing that fishermen believe is similar to environmentalists or those who are outdoorsy or just like enjoy hikes and stuff. The fishermen also have the idea to leave no trace, and that you are not there in nature to take and disturb wildlife, but rather be able to enjoy the abundances of it and admire it, whether it be a fish, a bird, bear, fox, deer, raccoon, coyote, or even a squirrel. It's supposed to be left alone, and because you're in their habitat, and that's where they belong. Another belief is that fishing is also supposed to be relaxing. It's a relaxing time. It could take many hours of your day, but it is a time away from work or school, whatever your responsibility is, just relaxing, sitting or standing, just waiting for that one catch. The next thing that makes fishing fall under the idea of microculture is behavior. Anyone of any race, gender, or age can go fishing. Generally, it is mostly dominated by men. However, recreational fishing is dominated by white American men, and the commercial fishing scene, which means like the mass production of fish you eat or sushi and stuff like that, is dominated by China's market. People who fish normally tend to wear similar clothing. That's another behavior of theirs. They all tend to wear maybe sunglasses, hats, some sort of bag to carry their things like a phone, snacks, extra clothing, water bottle, boots or sneakers they're wearing. They carry tools with them like rod holders, knives, weights, hooks, lures, rods and reels, extra line, flashlights, maybe some rope, all those kind of things to be prepared for any situation they're in. And another odd yet considered normal behavior is to handle dead things like other fish, bugs, or worms to use as bait to catch other fish. Whether it be you cut up an entire eel to toss into the ocean to hopefully catch a shark, or take a live smaller fish and put a hook in its back and let it swim around as a live bait, or you use a bug and put it on a smaller hook to try to catch a smaller fish, whatever it may be. This is probably something that would be seen as gross to most people, but to someone who enjoys fishing, this is actually something that's pretty normal. The next thing that helps fishing fall under the microculture group is that there is tons of different uses of language when speaking about all things fishing. Lures, drags, guides, reel, handle, fluke, snagged, water columns, bait caster, trout stamp, swim bait, etc., etc. These are all terms and phrases that allow other people know who know about fishing to recognize you as someone a part of the same microculture as themselves. The people a part of this fishing community are also always respectful. I have yet to meet someone out and about who was just outright rude. While people are generally nice because of instinct, I like to believe that is because of how fishing is seen as relaxing. People are out and about not looking to be a threat or a problem or cause a fight with anyone because they're not looking to. They're looking to catch a fish and have a relaxing day just as much as the next person is. So they don't want to go out causing any problems. The next thing I'm talking about is just 5 simple facts about fishing overall. Firstly, being fishing has been dated to originate about 42,000 years ago, all the way in East Timor. Second, the world's longest fishing rod ever built was over 75 feet long, created in Belgium in 2011, and yes, it did actually work. The largest fish ever caught using rod and reel was 3,427 pound or 1,555 kilogram great white shark. However, the International Game Fish Association, or the IGFA, does not officially recognize that catch because of the questions about baiting and things like that. The biggest catch officially recognized by them, the IGFA, is the 2,664 pound or 1,208 kilogram great white shark taken out of the water using 130 pound test line and a rod and reel, which is honestly probably the most impressive thing I've heard about fishing. Number 4 would be more people go fishing than golfing and tennis combined. It is the number 1 outdoor activity in the United States and is to be an estimated 50 million Americans go out fishing every year. The oldest known lure, this is number 5, is made to be out of bone by early humans all the way out in Norway, and they made it out of reindeer bone. All right, and lastly, just that. Once an ancient practice of survival, fishing has transformed into a beloved hobby and sport across America, welcoming people of all ages and backgrounds. What was once a way to put food on the table is now a way to connect with nature, tradition, and with one another. Through the simple act of casting a line, strangers become friends, communities grow closer, and the timeless bond between people and nature continues to grow. And yeah, I just love fishing, and I think I'll be doing it till I'm super old. And after this, I'm going to put in a couple videos explaining my 2 rod and reel setups, and also add in a picture of this couple I met, proving that fishing actually does bring people together more than you would expect.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about my microculture of fishing. Right, so right here I got my setup, my rig, my rod, my reel, whatever. Right, this is what you call a spinning reel. Catch this. This is what you call a spinning reel, right? Because when you use it, it spins. Pretty simple. Oh. Then I got my hook, my wacky rig, it's a Seiko worm. Right, option water and everything. So to use this, first you want to align where your bail opens from. That's what this is called, the bail. This bar. So you open the bail there, right? So set it back up. You bring this point kind of pointing towards your rod, hold it down with one finger, and then open it. Then after you open it, you just kind of swing back, and then throw it forward. And when you throw it forward, you let go of this finger. This way. And there you go. Goes out there. And right now the temperature's a little warm outside. The water's a little warm, so you want to kind of stay in the higher level of the water because the fish like to stay where the warm water is, and the sun's heating up the top of the water, so they're going to hang out there. So I'll sit here for a little bit, kind of let it set, bounce it a little, and then hopefully a fish will come. Hey guys, so just to continue from the last video, this is another setup of a fishing rod. This is a bait casting rig. I don't know really why it's called a bait caster, because when you, like from the last video, when you throw it over your shoulder and then throw it out, it's called a cast. So I guess it's just being pretty specific and simple. Just cast out the bait. All right. So how this one works, completely different from the spinning reel. You click this button down, and that'll open your drag, so then the line can move freely. You can keep pulling it out and feed it down. right? And then when you reel, it'll close. Boom, that's easy. Right now we have on a spinner bait, right? This is just to imitate a smaller type of fish. Kind of swim, same idea as last video, top part of the water, right? So as I was saying, click the button down, give it a little bit of line, right? Hold your thumb down on the line just to keep it tight, the tension on. Put it over your shoulder, let go, and then boom, hits the water. That was a pretty bad cast, but yeah, wish me luck.